And if you're going to a tropical location, do your homework and get those. They make sunscreens now that are eco-friendly for the coral reefs, because
I was just going to say that.
Sunscreens are ruining marine
Hawaii,
life
they
there.
banned sunscreen usage,
Well,
right?
yeah,
For the
I mean,
spray stuff?
You don't have as many people going into the water here until you get into the summer, at least not salt water. But yeah, it's
Speak for yourself.
Something to think about. We're going to need sunscreen this week.
No, I know, definitely. And now I'm like confused on what I should be doing. Yeah. We've got temperatures that are going to be climbing day by day. I want to show you. You know, we almost hit 80 degrees today, gentlemen.
Ooh.
Look at these are a couple locations where we were the warmest here on the west side, Western Washington, and I should say, above Clark County. All right, so because I know Vancouver down there did get up into the low 80-degree category. So Rochester, I mean, you can see where we're at, all right? Upper 70s. Tomorrow, we're going to see more of these locations sneak into that 80-degree figure, okay? And that's just because of the warming trend that we've been on, right? The warmth continues to expand. No change in that pattern. We're still thinking Thursday and Friday will by far be the warmest days of the week. Saturday as well, technically, before we start to see the temperatures cool down. So tomorrow's still going to be a day like today. Warm, just not hot, all right? Want to focus on cloud coverage for a moment. We do have a little bit of cloud coverage early in the morning, no question there, 4:30 a.m. Notice it's coming in off the coast, and that tries to sneak its way through. Doesn't last long and eventually mixes back out, and of course, we're left with mostly sunny skies. But we will have it in the morning in several locations. I know there are several of us that'll just wake up with pure sunshine early, but for those of us that get a little cloud cover, there you go. Temperatures overnight will be in the 50s by the time we climb into the afternoon. Once again, mid to upper 70s like you just saw. And I wouldn't be surprised if we started to sprinkle in a couple low 80s as soon as the afternoon hours. There's your warming trend. That's pushing northward. Here's Thursday, where I think it's really going to begin to peak. And then, of course, Friday as well. And then it starts to break down. Saturday's still good, but Sunday it starts to weaken. Monday as well. And then we're going to be watching that green color move through. And basically that just means cooler temperatures, maybe a little more cloud cover, and a shift in the pattern towards next week. So for the next 5 days at least, no change, all right? Temperatures climbing, record-breaking heat Thursday, record-breaking heat Friday, very, very close Saturday, and then we start to see temperatures tumble. But look, even Sunday will be very close to the record of 81. That pattern shift I'm talking about takes place the second half of the month. The 15th through the 21st climatology outlook is calling for a wetter chances for better precipitation along the entire West Coast, and that includes us here locally as well. So that's my hope, fingers crossed. I always talk about the need for rainfall this time of year, so I'm going to be happy as soon as that pattern shifts. In the meantime, I guess I'll be happy with the sunshine too, but I know we need the rain. All right, so tomorrow, temperatures between 76 to 78 degrees. There will be a couple of you that sneak in the low 80s. We'll all be there by Thursday. Same thing on Friday. Same thing on Saturday. Whew. And then we finally go back down next week.